Hi, this is a important video and we need to talk about it because there's something that's been released that hasn't existed until now. Yeah, it's actually existed for a while. I know I'm late to the game when it comes to some of this stuff, you know, but it's really, really quite exciting, and it makes me excited to know what is to come in the future because yeah, this needs to go back. Don't judge my basement, my process, okay? Everything's just everywhere, but one of these days I'll find it. It was just in the bag the whole time. There it is right there. SIRUI released an autofocus anamorphic lens. And yeah, we're not gonna just be testing the image quality and that type of stuff. No. We're gonna be putting the autofocus to the limit. But GH7 and actually all Lumix cameras now have a bunch of different autofocus modes: human, animal, car, airplane, motorcycle, train, and we're gonna be testing all of them in this video. Better bundle up because it is very cold and snowy outside. It's just really bright. My name's Dustin. You've been a tour guide. Remember to keep your arms and legs inside your chairs at all times. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video. By the way, fun fact, this video is actually sponsored by me. That's right. If you haven't heard, I launched a course called LUMIX Pro, which is basically a course that's teaching you everything you need to know about your Lumix camera in order to master it. Basically, become more confident so you can approach, you know, higher paying gigs or even just filming content or taking photos on your Lumix camera more confidently. We already have over 175 students with over 3 hours of content teaching you the video and photo settings on your Lumix camera. The one-time payment gains you lifetime access to a growing library of videos, not just the ones that are already there. So that includes firmware updates or new cameras that get released by Lumix, you know, everything. I'll have a link in the description if you want to check out the website and learn more. Let's change it up. Normally I would start with human detect, but I think we should start with the animal detect and film some of the most vicious beasts around. Uh-oh. There he is. One of the most vicious beasts there is. Oh, there's another one. She's crazy. All right, let's grab the camera. This is the S9 I'm on right now. Let's begin. Oh, there's dog poop everywhere. There it is. I just stepped in dog shit. The minimum focus distance I wish was a little bit better, but here we go. There's a cobra. There's a cobra dog. There he is. There he is. Look at that cobra dog. What about Aja? What about Aja? What about her? Hey, here we go. We'll get a little low angle here and kind of push forward. Look at that. Okay. It was working right there. Aja, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. There we go. Now she's running. Pan over to Cobra. Okay, that was a good little test right there, him walking towards the camera. It seems to be doing a pretty good job. Oh, whoa, to you, Cobra. Yeah. So when I do the human detect test, I'm gonna put this on a gimbal to see how it does, but I mean, so far, that was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. The thing that really interests me though, because this is an anamorphic autofocus lens, can it keep up when you do burst in photography? Let's see how this photo thing works. I'm currently in the high burst mode. So let's try this. Let's see if I can get him to go and do something. Here we go. Aja, Cobra, come here, Cobra. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, it grabs it once I press the half shutter like pretty well from what I'm seeing. Hey. What are you doing, huh? Here we come, puppies. Puppies, come here. Cobra, come here. Aja, come here. Come here, Cobra. Cobra, come here. Ooh, I don't know I don't know about that. That was pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. I can just tell, I don't even need to play back stuff. Oh, there he goes, chasing his tail. That's pretty rough right there. Hold on, let me change to maybe if we go to the eye mode, instead of the body. I don't want to step on some dog shit again. Okay, Koba, come here. Ooh, ooh, yeah, that's, that was pretty rough. Hey, get out of here. Dude, you just smeared stuff all over my front. I know, you're trying to steal the show. It's what he always does. Yeah. Yeah, there's a burst there. Not great. It did grab it right there and see him walking forward. Yeah, he basically immediately goes out of focus. And this is not because of the minimum focus distance as well. I tested the autofocus on my cat as well, and I was getting really close to him in the video mode, but yeah, the photo mode, I don't know, from what I'm seeing, even right here, he goes out of focus like right there. And he's still plenty of distance away. Yeah, it is not grabbing focus throughout. The photography portion of this, we're still gonna try it in all the other modes, but I don't know. We'll see. Let me tell you a little bit more about this lens. This is a 40mm T1.8 from SIRUI, and it comes in a 1.33x anamorphic stretch. So it's on the lighter side when it comes to anamorphic, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. They call it a prime cine lens as well. I think they just mean that it has an 80mm front that you can clamp on like a matte box, but it has a 77mm thread. So keep that in mind. Since this is the Micro Four Thirds version, it is a 40mm equivalent, would be like an 80mm equivalent. You've also got some, what are those called again? Focus gears. You've got some focus gears on the focus ring and the aperture ring as well. There's also an AFL button, AF lock button. I'm sure you can customize that to anything. You can turn on and off the autofocus just with that little click. And then you can also turn on the clickiness of the aperture ring. You can have it on or off. I prefer it on because, I mean, just it is a satisfying click. I'm just kind of realizing that I need a human to do these tests with. And I texted Tyler. You guys love Tyler. He's been in a lot of autofocus test videos, but he is up about an hour away from me, and I'm not about to drive up where he's at right now. What human could I test this on? Jeff? I need your help. This is a matter of life and death. Did you just wake up?
Yeah.
I need your help testing an autofocus anamorphic lens.
Okay.
I need a human. Okay, so this is the first test with a human doing with the autofocus anamorphic. And we got dogs, more dogs. Here we go. Seem to be pretty good. Hopefully I don't trip over one of them. Oh, see right there, you lean down and then back up. It found you pretty quickly. Yeah. We're gonna go quicker this time. Oh, I'm getting them excited. Dude, that's
Pretty good?
That's pretty good. We're gonna do one of these. I'm getting them excited. It's okay. You're nothing compared to my husky that jumps on me. You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Hurting me.
Dude, that's working pretty well. This is a good thing to bring up. So you guys saw in the beginning, I'm using it on the GH7 Micro Four Thirds. They currently do not offer it in L mount. That is why I have the Micro Four Thirds version. But the GH7 is a beast. So you tell them. Tell them they need to make an L mount version. Now I'll do a quick little test doing photography with a human, but I have a feeling we're gonna see the same results. Ready and action. Ooh, yeah, ooh. It's rough. It kind of held it a little bit longer on this one, but then right there, it just loses you and then.
Oh, it doesn't even catch up.
Yeah, it does not catch up. And just to demonstrate too, I took a few photos of how close Jeff is. He's gonna love this photo. I took a few pictures of him close up so you can see it's not like the minimum focus or anything like that. Jeff got this for $40. He's gonna let me borrow it for something kind of special I can't tell you about. Well, technically I could tell you about it. It's not like it's a secret or anything. It is a secret, but it's just a secret that I'm keeping. It's not like an NDA secret or anything. Don't get any ideas. Yo, what is this thing? You never told me that you had this.
You're not supposed to see it.
Oh, let me tell you a few things that I actually don't like about this lens. One that I thought was kind of weird was this is fly-by-wire, right? And so, yes, they've got focus gears on the focus ring, but like there's no stopping point. Maybe if there was just a way to indicate when you're at the end of it versus when you're not, I don't know. The other thing that I wasn't really a fan of is that on the aperture ring, you can put it in like the A mode, which is so you can control it from the camera. But then when you click out of it, you're at f/22. So then if I want to go all the way down to 1.8, I got to twist it all the way there. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, but I feel like I've never had a lens go from the A mode to f/22. Maybe I just haven't used enough lenses. Besides that though, those are kind of the only complaints that I really have. It does have a USB-C port as well, and I assume that is for firmware updates. So better than buying a dock, let's just put it that way. Now it's time to test out the car autofocus with Anamorphic. There's a car coming right now, actually. All right, there it is. We got it, tracking it. Seems to have done a pretty good job. Oh man, I hope that plane comes this direction because I need to test the airplane mode. I am near the airport. I was gonna head there next to see if I could get something. It's really far away right now. If only it could go above me. Here comes another car. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Lumix? Don't focus at the ground. There we go. They're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. We're gonna get this garbage truck. Ah? Oh, yeah. Don't focus on the other car. Now the question is, can it redeem itself in the photo mode while doing car? Oh, maybe. Yo, that actually didn't seem that bad. Okay, we'll try this one and see if we get a different result. This AF custom setting. Okay, there we go. Grab and focus. Ooh, this person's going faster. Take a look. You know, it does lose it. Well, maybe that's just blurry from it moving. It does feel, it caught it right there, it looks like. It definitely feels like it's doing a better job with cars in the photo mode. It's not amazing, but it feels like it does do a better job. So I'm currently walking where I think the private planes go. I don't know how people are gonna feel with me filming, so I'm trying to be incognito. But the planes, they flew like right over here, so I think we can get the shot. Okay, I see a plane coming. It's really low right now. Oh, no, it's going. Okay, this is our chance. It should be coming over right here somewhere. There it is. Yes. Yes. I can't get close enough to really like test it as far as like the autofocus goes for, you know, photos. So I don't know if it's worth testing. So I'm gonna be honest, guys, like I'm not gonna test it with doing train and motorcycle. One, because motorcycle, I mean, it's like the dead of winter right now where I am. It's freezing. Where am I gonna find a motorcycle? And I could go do the train one as well, but I don't think it's gonna be that much different than the car. All right? Because like the train's just gonna be going straight down on a track, right? But I think what we need to finish off this video is showing you some example footage. Like show the flare, show the bokeh. I think that's about it. Testing the autofocus is fun and all, but who cares if the autofocus is any good if the image you know, the look of it even looks good, right? And to be honest, I'm not just saying this. By the way, SIRUI did send me this lens in exchange for a review. They don't get to see it beforehand. They didn't tell me when to do it, or they don't have any input on the video. They don't get to see this or anything like that. So all my thoughts and opinions are my own, but I've used a few different 1.33 times lens variants from SIRUI and just other ones as well. And I've never really like loved them. One in particular that I used from SIRUI was during a wedding video that I did. And like, sure, it did give me that anamorphic kind of character from the bokeh, but the flares, they're not like my favorite. I don't like using the word, you know, artificial on that particular lens. But this one, however, it felt like it was much more there. And to be honest, I was a pretty big fan of what the flare was giving me, at least from the sun. A lot of tests that I see, people will just hold up like, you know, a torch or a flashlight. I don't love doing that because a lot of the times I'm not shooting in total darkness, or I'm not seeing like a flashlight. I feel like a flashlight versus the sun gives you a totally different flare character. And so I like seeing what the flare looks like from the sun. Another thing as well is I really did like the like focus transition or the anamorphic, like the bokeh look. Even though it was a 1.33 times, on some of the shots that I was using it and kind of testing it, I could see the bokeh in the background, like that anamorphic bokeh character, even though it's just a 1.33 times. So, but yeah, I was honestly quite a fan of this lens. The look of it, I thought it's fairly sharp for what it can do. I can't speak to any like chromatic aberrations or anything like that. I didn't really look, nor do I like care that much. But I don't know, I feel like SIRUI has got something kind of special going on with these anamorphic lenses. And my thoughts, that as far as the autofocus actually goes, in video, it actually performs fairly well. There weren't many times that I felt like the autofocus in those tests and when I was using it, even just when I was getting sample footage of like my son when we did a little mini vacation, I was not really feeling like the autofocus was limiting in video. Now, obviously, you can tell if you use it for photos, if you're going to be using it in burst setting, it's not going to work very well. But then using it in like autofocus single shot, like it's totally viable in that scenario for like portraits or just trying to grab autofocus, you know, very quickly and just like take one shot. Like it's kind of opening up that new world of anamorphic photography that I've actually debated of kind of exploring more in depth in a video. But I've never really gotten the chance to, because the post-production workflow is really annoying because there's no way to like de-squeeze your photos very quickly. You have to do it basically one by one, at least as far as I know. And I feel like if anybody is going to actually like make that easy, I feel like LUMIX should be the one to do that because, well, imagine if you connect this on the LUMIX Lab app, you transfer your photos, and then through the LUMIX Lab app, you can batch de-squeeze your photos. This opens up a lot of doors for using this for photography. So anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Are you excited about anamorphic autofocus lenses, or do you not care that much? Was this video helpful? Do you think it even looks good? Let me know. If you're interested in the course, don't forget to check that out as well. I'll have a link in the description for this lens. I'm pretty sure SIRUI is giving me a discount exclusively for you guys if you are interested in this lens. So be sure to check it out as well, and they will likely be affiliate links. So if you use those, thank you. But you can always support me just by hitting the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified. Future uploads. Till the next video though, happy filming.